Welcome to our podcast,
Real Marriage
Real Talk with Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton.
Welcome back to Real Marriage, Real Talk with Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton. Today we're continuing our conversation. This is part 2 in how to handle conflicts, some of our ground rules, things that we have learned over our 26 years of being married.
That we wish we had known from the beginning.
Correct.
Yes. When there's an issue, I need a moment to stop and really think about what the issue is and then process so that I can adequately articulate what I'm feeling in this moment about the particular issue. If I know me, if I try to resolve it in that moment without sitting with it and trying to understand what it is, identify the feelings I'm feeling at that time, what the issue is, I'm going to speak out of emotion, and that's not going to be productive at all. Because speaking out of emotion, it'll come out where it's not about the issue. It's just going to be about how I'm feeling, how you made me feel, and this is, and it becomes this whole other issue, and it becomes about you, what you've done, as opposed to this is what I am seeing that the issue is. When this came up, I felt this way. And then we can kind of focus back on the issue.
Right. And that was problematic early on for us, for sure. Because when we had conflicts that need to be resolved, I felt like we can't go to sleep without this being resolved.
He couldn't go to sleep without this. I'll get back to you tomorrow on this. I'm going to sleep on it. That was my personality. You know what? I'm going to go sleep on this. I'll talk about it.
I'm going to pray and ask the Lord how it is that you're able to sleep when we are at
like
odds.
a baby, and you're tossing and turning, disturbing my sleep
I'll be
all
pissed.
night. Oh, I know. I remember.
I would be pissed.
I would just pull my blanket up.
And then I'm thinking, if I can't sleep, she's not either.
Oh, that's why you were tossing.
So I'm going to toss and turn very hard. I'm going to sigh loudly. I'm going to turn the TV on loud.
So you basically were throwing a tantrum.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was throwing a tantrum.
You know what they say you should do to toddlers that are throwing a tantrum?
Ignore them.
Ignore them.
Like we're having a blow up.
Nope. We are not having a blow up.
No. I'm saying we were having an argument.
Oh, yes.
And this woman was sound asleep. And I was like, how in the world is she asleep? I am troubled. I am angry. And she's snoring like a baby.
I don't snore. Yeah.
So many a night, don't let the sun go down in your wrath. But Tabari was asleep.
So he had to learn.
I would be so mad.
But you had,
I remember. And then it was about the issue, and it was about how in the world are you asleep?
So you were mad.
I was mad about 2 things then. I was mad about 2 things. One, whatever the issue was at hand, and then you're asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was trying my best to disrupt your sleep.
I know you were.
On the cool, like a passive aggressive.
That was not on the cool.
Passive aggressive.
That.
Wake you
up. So we can talk about this right now.
You will not sleep today.
Right. No. Yeah.
So that was a challenge for me because, and she is right. For her, it is, if we have to handle this now. No, for her it was, I need time to process. Mm-hmm. Let me think about it. I don't want to react out of emotion. I don't want to react out of anger. I want it to be about the issue. So let me think about why I'm doing. And that did not work for me.
No.
And so we have gotten over 26 years. It is, we'll give you an example of an argument, quote unquote, that we had in the last 2 days, maybe. Yeah. But the only good way to deal with that dynamic is to allow time. So it has to be on my part because I can't force you to discuss. Mm-hmm. So it's really giving on the part of the person who wants to handle it immediately, because you have to allow your partner their time to process. And I had to grow to that.
I know.
Because again, my background was dealing with it, getting it over and done with,
and wanting to win.
wanting to win, getting
Yes.
you. So you're delaying my victory when you go to sleep
Right.
because
Wake up so I can win.
wake up so I can win this argument. I don't want to delay that gratification. I want it now.
What was your example?
Of what?
You said you were going to give an example these past couple days of what?
Oh,
Because I don't remember.
well,
That's how.
but
that's
but it
how-
gets to the last kind of ground rule. It is you really want to try to understand the underlying feeling that may manifest as anger. Anger is an emotion that people are acquainted with and are comfortable expressing because it's more of a dominant, assertive kind of emotion.
So, I think that's especially true for men, because men are not taught to process. Actually, they're taught to suppress their emotions usually.
Right.
Stop crying. You know, all of the things that you're trying to make them tough. You're trying to make them a man.
So we're okay with the quote unquote manly emotions.
True.
We're not
Anger.
okay with the quote unquote not manly or girly. We'll say girly emotion. That's
Right.
not the right word.
Right. Right.
But I may feel frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
and the only way I know how to express my frustration is through anger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm frustrated by this.
Yes.
So that was and that happened twice this week now.
Yes.
It was, I was working late. Was I working late?
You had an event.
I had an event. And I said, oh yeah, I
For
had an
the
event.
med students.
I had an
Mhm.
event with med students in a school nearby. And I told her before I went to the event, I said, we can eat together. I won't eat anything before. I won't eat at the event. We can eat together before when we get home. I said, order Indian or Thai food.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, it was, we have made a plan for this. She'll get home. She's going to exercise. She's going to order food. When I get home, there will be either Indian or Thai food at home that we can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I talk to her all the time. I get in the car, I call her. So I'm driving home and I call and I say, oh, what'd you order? What'd you order for dinner? And you said,
I said I didn't order. You didn't tell me what you wanted from those places. You didn't specifically say if you order Thai, get this. If you order Indian food, get that. And we were having a conversation with that. It wasn't a text.
Well, before
We
you
were
even said that,
conversing.
we were talking and I said, where's the food? And you said, I haven't ordered it yet.
Right.
And immediately I had this feeling.
Of frustration.
And what I said was, okay, I'm frustrated now
Mhm.
because
We talked about this
and
earlier.
then we talked about this earlier. I thought we had a plan,
Mhm.
and the plan was that you're going to order food.
Yep.
Now, I hadn't told her what I wanted. I hadn't told her if you order Indian, I want biryani, I want butter chicken, I want tikka masala.
Right.
If you order Thai, I want crab fried rice, and I want the Penang curry. I hadn't
Right.
told any of that.
No.
But in my mind, the plan was Tavari is going to order food. There will be food home when I get home. I haven't eaten since lunchtime, and
Right.
it was probably around 6:30 or 7. And so I'm in the neighborhood now, and she tells me she hasn't ordered anything.
No, I told you before that.
No, I was in the neighborhood when we talked.
I know,
I
but
called
it's
you.
because we kept talking, and I said, "What do you want?"
Oh,
And I
okay,
ordered
okay.
it while you were on the phone.
And this very simple statement, I said, I'm frustrated now. I'm frustrated because I thought we had a plan,
Mhm.
and you didn't do.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, well, let's talk about what you thought the plan was.
Right.
And she said, well, you said we're going to order either Thai or Indian,
Mhm.
but you didn't tell me what you specifically wanted to order. So I assumed we were going to order that when you got home.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a basic miscommunication.
Right. Right.
But what I said is, I'm frustrated with
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
And what you said is, okay, we discussed what the plan was.
Mhm.
And then we realized it was a miscommunication.
Right.
That was the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, early on in our relationship, early on in our marriage, that would have been a fight.
Probably.
Almost certainly.
Almost certainly.
It
yes.
is, okay, I know you, and I still would have been frustrated, but it would have come across as anger.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have said, I'm frustrated. I would have just manifested my anger, and I would have lashed out that way. You didn't
Mhm.
order the food. I told you I ordered food. You
Right.
never listen to me. You always do this.
Right.
All the hyperbolic statements
Yes.
that come across that
Yes.
that we use to try to prove our point,
True.
to try to get to win the argument.
Yes.
And then it happened
with me.
with Tavari. I'll let you tell that.
So he was overzealous, wanting to post for the podcast. We had clips, and I told him, the wonderful gentleman who takes care of these things, Jason, I said, I'm waiting for Jason to tell me everything is, all of the links are good, everything is good to go, and I will post it. Well, I didn't post it when he wanted me to post it. So he just posted it, and lo and behold, Jason was like, oh, I have to do this or this, and we needed to do. And so then I was like, I'm frustrated because I told you I was just waiting for him to say everything was good to go.
And that was your,
and
but
then
that
I
was
would
your
do
text. Your text, you said,
right.
Now I'm frustrated.
Right. Yeah.
And it came across, you said, I'm frustrated, which I can deal with frustration. Then we have to have a discussion about that. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Right. And then you acknowledged it. You were like, you're right. I should have waited. I wanted it posted. You wanted to get it up, and it was fine.
Right.
But because it felt like it was almost, and I'll talk real quickly about this with our first year of marriage, just another story. But it was almost like you didn't do it, so I just took care of it.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
And we had an instance of that. This is just lanyap. In our first year of marriage, we had gotten some piece.
You said lanyap. People don't know what that is. We're from Texas, Louisiana.
I'm sorry. That means like a little extra.
Hold on. So lanyap is, so if you live in Louisiana
Cajun,
or you grew up in that kind of Cajun Creole
mm-hmm.
area, lanyap is you go order a dozen donuts and they give you a 13th one.
Right.
Just a little extra. They don't charge you for it. They just give it to you.
Exactly.
You get beignets, you order 2, they give you a 3rd one.
Exactly.
Just lanyap.
So lanyap.
Okay. So this is lanyap.
Our first year, like very early on, we had gotten a wedding gift, and it was something that had to be put together. It's like a little shelf or something. And I told you I wanted to get the shelf put together, and you said, I'll take care of it. But when I got home, it wasn't done, or like the next day it wasn't done. So remember, I grew up single mom, me and my mom, and I just put it together. And you were livid that I put it together because it was undermining. It was probably emasculating in a way too, because my attitude was, I don't have to wait for him to take care of it. I know how to put something together. So, and when we're doing things like that, yes. So it was kind of that same situation with the posting. It was, I'm just going to take care of it. She's not taking care of it in the time I want it done, so I'll just handle it. And it was frustrating.
Well, and because I was busy doing other things, I really didn't devote the proper attention to it. It was, I just want to get it done.
Right. Then you were like, dang it.
So when you listen to
your wife,
when you listen to the TikTok clip and it has some weird crackling sound in it, that was because I was overzealous in getting this done because I wanted it done and she didn't get it done when I thought it should have been done. So this last ground rule is try to get acquainted with those other emotions and being comfortable verbalizing those emotions. The challenge with those emotions is that you expose yourself.
The vulnerability, yes.
It is very
hard. It's
very exposing to say what you said hurt my feelings.
Yes.
Because it gives you power over me. I'd much rather be angry than hurt.
Yes.
I'd much rather be angry than feel neglected. I'd much rather be angry than feel disregarded or not seen. And all of those things, all of those emotions are valid. We're just more comfortable with some other than others. And so when we are not comfortable saying what those, identifying those and expressing those, then it just manifests as the one that's most familiar to us. And if I've never seen my dad say, you hurt my feelings, then I'm never going to say that. Right. It just comes across as anger. If I've never seen my mom say, I feel neglected, then I don't feel comfortable saying those things. But those are all valid things, valid emotions, and we have to be comfortable.
For sure.
And the other part of it is, if I am vulnerable with you today about this, and you penalize me for that, I'm never going to share that with you again.
True.
So if I tell you you hurt my feelings and your response is to call me beep because I got my feelings hurt,
Right.
I'm never going to share that with you again.
Absolutely.
So what we do with that information is very important, and it either affirms our partner or it makes them shut down more.
Mm-hmm.
So you should feel comfortable telling me you hurt my feelings. And I should feel comfortable hearing that and adjusting what I said. And that was a big thing. I don't know if it was maybe a year and a half ago. I don't remember what I said. I do remember we were driving in the car and you said, what you said a little while ago hurt my feelings. And I didn't remember what I said. I don't remember today, right now, what I said. Mm-hmm. But it was impactful that you told me, because what I heard is the person that loves me the most said something that hurt me. Mm-hmm. And I'm never intentionally trying to hurt you. So then it was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said it that way. Mm-hmm. That's not what I meant. It gives me an opportunity to. But you have to be really vulnerable to tell me that, to say what you said 5 minutes ago hurt my feelings. Mm-hmm. And that really is the kind of relationship or marriage you want to be a part of on both ends. I want to feel comfortable telling my partner, I'm experiencing this. Have that partner hear that and respond. And my partner can tell me this is what I'm feeling, and I hear that and respond differently.
Right. And this is
it's
especially important, I think, for you to be able to, and you can do that too now. It took a while for you to be able to say, because I just think it's not something that men are taught to do. And honestly, it's not even, it needs to be something that goes even to when they have small kids. So if you're listening and you have young children, boys and girls, especially boys, if something has happened, ask him how that's making you feel. Or say, is that making you feel, is that hurt, is it hurting you, is it making you feel frustrated? And let them learn how to identify how they're feeling in that moment, and that it's okay for them to feel that way, and that they can talk about it.
Right.
It'll empower them so much more as they're growing and becoming young men, and then men in other relationships.
Right. Thank you on the Real Marriage, Real Talk with Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton.
You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton.